We are here this morning, my friends, as an unlikely group with leaders from across the political spectrum who've come together with cultural leaders, artists, academics, athletes, labor activists, and Indigenous militant activists. We represent the incredible regions of our beautiful country, and we are here for one reason. Our nation, our beloved Canada, is under threat. It is an economic threat, but it's also a threat to our values of decency and inclusion. It's a threat to our sovereignty and our very future as a nation. The threat comes, of course, from the President of the United States, a convicted felon and known predator. He's threatening massive tariffs to try and break us as a people. But the threat is also being driven by the hate algorithms of the oligarchs like Elon Musk. And there is the threat from people in our own country who would sell out our birthright to appease the gangster class from Mar-a-Lago. That is not going to happen.
Wagwan family, let's get right into it, family. Hey, people, Canada retaliate and Trump don't like it. You be I wanna hear Trump tweet. I wanna hear what Trump tweet say. La 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 la. Things are heat up. This trade warrior, like we mentioned, while the elephant a fight. Hey, we have to watch it, man. We get crushing all of them fight, We have to watch it, People, Mexico and Canada retaliate last night. They here and Mexico. So so they must stand up strong and them not bowing. Trump wake up this morning, him not like when him here. Him not like when I see. So him tweet people. And the tweet don't look good. No, he beg me to ask. While me I watch all of this, me I say, hold on. What if push come to shove? Jamaica is a Commonwealth country. Also Canada. So may I say, what if push come to shove Jamaica? What if, remember, Canada is a common, me say we're in a serious predicament right now, people. You talk about the world order being disrupted. Let's listen to our going people. I'm going to give you a little preview of what's going on here. And before we start playing some more roles.
Car parts to avocados to whiskey and oranges. Welcome to the new battleground of geopolitics. President Trump's decision to whack tariffs on American allies and rivals has seen a weekend of retaliation. Canada announcing its own tariffs, Mexico warning of some of their own, and China set to take their case to the World Trade Organization. But for the White House, it's time to double down.
The problem with this whole idea that they're going to retaliate is they have already been taking advantage of America for decades. The retaliation is Donald Trump saying no more.
So what has President Trump signed? The tariffs are imposed on America's three largest trading blocs, neighboring Mexico and Canada, as well as China, accounting for more than 40% of imports into the United States. But starting on Tuesday, goods from Canada and Mexico will face a 25% levy, bar Canadian energy, which will have its own 10% tariff, and Chinese imports will face a 10% levy. The president hopes the tariffs will reduce America's trade deficit, the difference between imports and exports, with the US currently buying in far more products than it sells to all three nations.
All right. It's a get hot, people. So, say Canada stand up and Mexico stand up against what's going on. And them think it's a betrayal of years of friendship. And let me play a little bit of what some of the leaders in Canada are saying. Let me go to Mexico first. Let me hear what she has
and we have Plan A, Plan B, Plan C for what the United States government decides. Now, it is very important for the people of Mexico to know that we will always defend the dignity of our people, that we will always go to defend the respect for our sovereignty and the dialogue as equals, as we have always mentioned, without subordination. We will wait, as I have always said, with a cool head, making decisions. We are prepared and maintain this dialogue. Today, the Secretary of Economy is here because it is important to remember the implications it could have. And impose tariffs for the economy of the United States, mainly for the trade agreement of the three countries. For the three countries, for our peoples, but particularly for the economy of the United States.
Let me go to Canada.
Ultimately, the steps that the president is taking against Canada, contemplating, I guess, as well against Mexico, China, others, and threatening the world are going to rebound negatively on the United States. They're going to hit growth. They're going to move up inflation. They're going to raise interest rates. They're going to damage the U.S.'s reputation around the world. I mean, let's be absolutely clear. This is the second time in less than 10 years, less than 8 years, that the United States has, in effect, ripped up a trade agreement with its closest trading partner that it negotiated in good faith.
People, make a play again.
We are here this morning, my friends, as an unlikely group with leaders from across the political spectrum who've come together with cultural leaders, artists, academics, athletes, labor activists, and Indigenous militant activists. We represent the incredible regions of our beautiful country, and we are here for one reason. Our nation, our beloved Canada, is under threat. It is an economic threat, but it's also a threat to our values of decency and inclusion. It's a threat to our sovereignty and our very future as a nation. The threat comes, of course, from the President of the United States, a convicted felon and known predator. He's threatening massive tariffs to try and break us as a people. But the threat is also being driven by the hate algorithms of the oligarchs like Elon Musk. And there is the threat from people in our own country who would sell out our birthright to appease the gangster class from Mar-a-Lago. That is not going to happen.
Jamaica go plant up. If we no lead and I tell you to go plant up, who are hear me telling the people of Jamaica to plant up. Anyone have a piece of dirt, plant if I have a corn, plant a root of pumpkin, plant a banana, plant something. Let's go to the Prime Minister.
As President Trump stated yesterday, he is still committed to placing tariffs on Canada starting as early as tomorrow, possibly. Now, we don't know precisely what that could look like, but I do know two things. First, if the president does choose to implement any tariffs against Canada, we're ready with a response. A purposeful, forceful, but reasonable, immediate response. We won't relent until tariffs are removed, and of course, everything is on the table. Part of what this council has been doing is pulling together perspectives from across industries, from across different parts of the country, to make sure that anything we do will be fair right across the country, that all Canadians will share in the job of standing up for our interests and, quite frankly, standing up to defend the most successful trading relationship in the world. Of course, I won't sugarcoat it. Our nation could be facing difficult times in the coming days and weeks.
So before me play what Trump tweet this morning, chilling, because Canada retaliate and Mexico, they must stand up. So Trump not like that. I think Trump thought they was going to bow and do nothing and come to him. But when they know them stand up, let's see what I go on the people. I just have to bring the news to you. Let's listen what I go on.
This morning, America on the cusp of a trade war with its biggest trading partners.
There could be some temporary short-term disruption, and people will understand that.
After President Donald Trump signed 3 executive orders imposing 25% tariffs on all exports from Mexico and Canada, with a lower 10% tariff on Canadian energy exports and 10% tariffs on goods from China. Trump justifying the tariffs by blaming those countries for illegal drugs and undocumented migrants entering the U.S.
They've treated us very unfairly.
The tariffs are set to take effect on February 4th, just after midnight. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says Canada will retaliate with 25% tariffs on $106 billion worth of American goods.
Tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk, potentially shutting down American auto assembly plants and other manufacturing facilities. They will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery store and gas at the pump.
Trudeau calling on Canadians to choose goods from Canada over the U.S.
It might mean opting for Canadian rye over Kentucky bourbon, or foregoing Florida orange juice altogether.
Mexico's president also vowing to retaliate with tariffs of their own, blasting the Trump administration for accusing her government of working with drug traffickers, saying if the U.S. wanted to address the fentanyl crisis, they could combat the sale of narcotics on the streets of their major cities, which they do not do. And overnight, China's government denouncing the tariffs, saying it will take countermeasures against them, but still leaving the door open for talks with the U.S. But Trump's executive order says if the countries retaliate, the U.S. can further increase its tariffs. And small business owners are worried about the impact too.
I think people are going to be truly shocked at the pricing they're going to see on the cars, on the lumber, on the clothes, on the food. This is going to be a mess.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe.
ABC 7 people, ABC 7 News. Let's go to Trump tweets this morning. People, Lord have mercy, help us. Me say, the elephant them people, when the elephant them a play, we are little ants, we are going to suffer, you know. Me say, hope we a plant, or if politician not telling us to plant, them a plant we start get them stuff from China now. Lord Jesus, so if food quality gone down now, Jamaica people, me say, no plant. Remember, Jamaica suffer from hypertension because of the junk we are eat right now. We are did that fast, our younger. Watch these people.
Horrific. Charlie Angus, a member of parliament in Canada, says the following. Message to the grifter king from Canada. And it's a quote from Winston Churchill. We will have no parley with you or the grisly gang who work your wicked will. You do your worst and we will do our best. We do not expect to hit without being hit back, and we intend with every week that passes to hit harder. Charlie Angus also says, Canada is ready, we will fight. I thank the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, for his powerful statement in response to the thuggish attacks by Trump. We are unified as a nation. Our American cousins are divided. We will kick at the darkness until it bleeds daylight.
Now, remember say, when I talk about some bunch of Jamaicans when they unite, Canadians are united people. No, they are. No, we just read something a while ago where they are selling their homes in Florida, and Canadian and Mexico they might hit the red state. They are punishing the red state, so no orange juice from Florida, and the Canadians they might cancel them trip, them vacation trip, and selling their homes. You know, say enough of them the snowbirds. Yeah, me go to Florida, go learn about snowbirds. And me see them live all about people. All kind of high-rise building them. You see the building them shutter down when they're not there. Yeah, enough building. But listen to this.
In one post, Donald Trump said that there will be pain in America. Yes, maybe not, but it will be worth the price that will have to be paid by Americans in the form of suffering, he says. And then
When you hear Wagwan, that is Midas touch. People, we could listen this again and listen it good, Wagwan, because Elon Trump want America to suffer, you know. We don't know what our brother there, you know. But hey, when the Trump supporter them there in the comment section, I'm not awfully quiet from the other day, you know. We don't hear, no, what are they?
In one post, Donald Trump said that there will be pain in America. Yes, maybe not, but it will be worth the price that will have to be paid by Americans in the form of suffering, he says. And then second, Donald Trump says that the tariffs will remain in place until Canada is annexed and becomes the 51st state of the United States of America. So for anyone who thought, oh, he's just saying that, he's just joking, no. He's trying to impose economic warfare on our once closest ally, Canada, to make them submit so that he can try to annex it the way Putin annexes countries or goes to war with them.
So if you hear what I go on, so him say him want Canada to become the 50 how much state people. And it's like he wants it by force. We don't know what and then Marco Rubio is over Panama right now. There are protests over there. And first visit out of the country since he occupy his new office. You understand me?
In one post, Donald Trump said that there will be pain in America. Yes, maybe not, but it will be worth the price that will have to be paid by Americans in the form of suffering, he says. And then second, Donald Trump says that the tariffs will remain in place until Canada is annexed and becomes the 51st state of the United States of America. So for anyone who thought, oh, he's just saying that, he's just joking, no. He's trying to impose economic warfare on our once closest ally, Canada, to make them submit so that he can try to annex it the way Putin annexes countries or goes to war with them.
So that's what is happening. But more of a play something for Uno because the Canadian people, them are push back, because them not take it laying down. I mean, just find a couple a while ago, did a video in Canada. Because like me said, the people must sell out them house in Canada. Trump would want, Trump would get. Yeah? Yeah, man. I'm going to play for Uno, guys, because my brethren who's a Trump supporter, we quarrel all the time. We fuss all the time on the goddamn phone. And sometimes we have to tell them, say, yo, make a tap it talking now, brother, because we know how the friendship mash up. Because you cannot argue with a Trump supporter and I win. Let's go. Okay, you are going that song.
Canada does not bow to bullies.
Well, he finally did it. Trump just imposed 25% tariffs across the board and 10% on oil and gas. Congratulations, America. Your president just torched one of the greatest trade partnerships in history.
Decades of friendship, cooperation, and having each other's backs gone.
This week has been brutal. Tragedy in the skies, cruelty at the borders, and a reminder that some politicians will use any crisis, any heartbreak to push their own twisted agenda. Because when Trump's first reaction to tragedy is to start screaming about diversity, yeah, it's time to get serious.
Instead of calming families in mourning or showing even an ounce of empathy, Trump's frothing at the mouth about wokeness.
Trump is out there blaming dwarfism, deaf people, or amputees for this tragedy. It's absurd.
You'd think this tragedy would be enough to occupy his time and maybe focus on, I don't know, investigating what actually happened, offering condolences, and maybe showing some leadership. But nope, amid all of this, Trump has still found time to yell at Canada.
As Canadians, we are trying to figure out why Trump would do something like this to their greatest ally. We've always stood by the USA. We fought beside them in wars. We were there for the Iran hostage crisis. We sheltered stranded Americans during 9/11. And here we are today, repaid with economic betrayal. Yeah, he is screaming about border security, making wild claims that Canada is flooding the US with fentanyl and migrants.
Let's do some fact checking on that, shall we?
Less than 1% of fentanyl entering the US comes from Canada. Less than 1% of irregular migrants cross from Canada into the United States.
So basically, Trump blaming Canada for fentanyl is like blaming Tim Hortons for obesity while stuffing your face with a dozen Krispy Kremes.
Trump knows this, but he also knows that yelling loudly makes his MAGA followers believe he's actually doing something. It's like your house is on fire, but instead of putting it out, you blame the neighbor's sprinkler system for not doing enough. If this is really about border security, the US should be working with Canada, not punishing us.
Canada has been doing its part, but instead of cooperation, Trump went straight to economic warfare.
If Trump wants to treat Canada like an enemy, then maybe it's time we start weighing our options.
Like, say, joining forces with Denmark and hopping into the EU.
Think about it. We already share a land border with Denmark, Hans Island.
Whoa.
Remember, we talked about it in a previous video of ours.
That's right, Dave. Hans Island is located between Nunavut and Greenland. It is literally a land border between Canada and Denmark.
So let's be honest. We've got more in common with Scandinavia than we do with MAGA America. Plus, we're both Arctic nations. We love good healthcare and prioritize innovation. Basically, we're already the polite, functional cousins at the global family dinner. So why not make it official?
So if Trump wants to claim that borders define a country's fate, then by that logic, we're already halfway to being Danish. Hey, I have Danish ancestry.
Well, you know what they say, there's a little Viking in everyone. Think about it for a second. Instead of dealing with the tariff turds games and lack of logic, we could be enjoying EU trade benefits, free movement, and actual economic stability. Pair that with taking down the interprovincial trade borders, and you've got a winner. If Trump wants an economic war, he's got one. And you know what? We've never seen so much Canadian pride.
Yes, Canadians are selling our Florida houses, canceling trips to the United States, and coming together to buy Canadian.
It's a national breakup. We're taking back our hoodies, blocking their number, and then letting them figure out healthcare on their own.
And honestly, who can blame us? The dollar sucks. The politics down south are a nightmare. And Florida insurance premiums cost more than a VIP pass to Disney, except there's no magic and just a bill that makes you cry. Instead of fueling America's economic temper tantrums, Canadians are shopping local and vacationing in places that actually like us, like Mexico, Panama, Colombia, and Cuba.
As well, Canadians are choosing to invest right here at home. We've got world-class ski resorts, beautiful beaches, and some of the best cities on the planet. Why are we handing our money over to a country that's treating us like the enemy?
If Trump wants to turn his country into a far-right dystopia, then fine, let him.
But Canada isn't going to fund it.
And let's not forget that Trump violated a trade agreement that he himself negotiated. That's not exactly a genius move.
Trump is a baby, and you have to walk on eggshells around this guy. And you know what? That is terrifying, because this man-child has the nuclear codes. Say what you want about Trudeau, but his team is doing a stellar job at handling this diplomatically. Because if they hurt Trump's feelings, God knows what he would do. The race is really heating up to replace Trudeau. And let's be real, this isn't just about picking a new Liberal leader. This is about making damn sure that Canada doesn't go full MAGA. So if we want to avoid turning Canada into a discount version of Florida, we need a leader who actually understands how to fight back. And for us, that's Mark Carney.
Because let's face it, if Trump is already threatening economic war on Canada, we need a prime minister who knows how to hit back.
And Carney isn't just any economist. He's the guy who ran the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England. And if Trump is going to continue this for the next 4 years, then we need someone who can navigate these disasters like a pro. The U.S. is not looking good. And guess what? We're stuck living right next door.
Billionaires are buying up media companies, they're backing Trump, and they're feeding the masses a steady diet of propaganda.
Trump literally owns his own media company now. He's handing out stock shares like it's a Mar-a-Lago door prize.
And actually, people have no idea where to get news anymore.
Well, CNN and Fox News just hand a microphone to right-wing nut jobs and let them freestyle like it's open mic night at a bar.
And meanwhile, Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, two guys who once pretended to be neutral tech bros, are now pandering so hard to the right that they might as well be hosting CPAC.
And if you
let's talk about Elon Musk, guys. And for the while, I just want to bring some knowledge to my audience. Because now we don't know what go on. Nice I make around the world. I want to hear that this little piece here. May I play this clip for you if you hear this, people, because it's very important what I'm about to play for you right now, what China I say. And how it might be different for Elon Musk going forward. They might tread upon dangerous ground. You see me I say, the world order change right now. The global world order is about to change when it comes to trade. You understand me? Jamaica, I could plant corn and pumpkin at least. Here ya.
China President Xi Jinping targets Elon Musk's Tesla after Trump's 25% tariffs. In January 2025, US President Donald Trump announced a 25% tariff on all Chinese imports, reigniting tensions between the world's two largest economies. The move, aimed at reducing China's manufacturing dominance, sent shockwaves through global markets. But while many industries braced for impact, one name stood out as a prime target for Chinese retaliation: Tesla and its CEO, Elon Musk. Tesla's dependence on China for manufacturing and sales makes it vulnerable to Beijing's countermeasures. However, there may be an additional reason for Tesla becoming a key target: Elon Musk's growing relationship with Donald Trump. In the 2024 US presidential election, Musk emerged as one of Trump's biggest political donors, helping finance his campaign. Since Trump's return to power, Musk has positioned himself as an ally and informal advisor to the administration, particularly on economic and technology policies. This newfound alliance has not gone unnoticed in China. Could Beijing view Musk's close ties to Trump as a national security risk or a threat to its technological ambitions? Would China retaliate against both Trump and Musk simultaneously by crippling Tesla's operations? In this video, we'll explore how China might strike back at Tesla in response to Trump's tariffs, using economic retaliation, regulatory crackdowns, and political pressure. We'll also examine how Musk's political connections to Trump might make him an even bigger target in China's eyes. The US-China economic rivalry has been intensifying for years, but Trump's return to the White House in 2025 has supercharged the conflict. From Trump's America First economic policies to his aggressive stance on trade with China, tensions between Washington and Beijing have once again reached boiling point. China has a history of striking back at US corporations in response to political disputes. In the past, Apple faced media attacks and declining sales during US-China trade tensions. Nike and Adidas saw Chinese consumers boycott their products after political controversies. Micron Technology had its semiconductor sales restricted due to alleged security risks. Now, with Musk openly backing Trump, the very man escalating the trade war, Tesla, may be next on China's hit list. Tesla's success is deeply intertwined with China. In 2019, Musk made a bold bet by opening Giga Shanghai, Tesla's first fully foreign-owned factory in China. This facility has been a lifeline for Tesla, producing nearly 50% of all Tesla vehicles worldwide and 80% of its exports to Asia and Europe. China is also one of Tesla's biggest consumer markets, with over 30% of global sales coming from the country in 2023. Tesla's supply chain is equally reliant on China, with battery suppliers CATL and BYD playing a critical role in its EV production. However, with Trump punishing China economically and Musk standing firmly in Trump's corner, Beijing may no longer see Tesla as an asset, but rather as an American Trojan horse inside its economy. If China decides to strike back at Tesla, it has several ways to do so. These countermeasures wouldn't just be about economic revenge. They would also serve as a warning to other US businesses that align themselves with Trump. A. Regulatory warfare data security crackdowns. China has already expressed concerns about Tesla's data collection practices. Authorities could use national security risks as an excuse to restrict Tesla's ability to collect data from Chinese roads. Stricter safety inspections. The government could impose delays and stricter regulatory approvals, slowing Tesla's production in China. New EV regulations. Beijing might introduce higher emissions and battery safety standards, making Tesla's vehicles more expensive to produce in China. B. Consumer pressure state-run media could turn public opinion against Tesla, portraying it as a foreign threat tied to Trump. Chinese ride-hailing platforms like Didi could ban Tesla vehicles, cutting off a major revenue stream. Nationalist campaigns could push consumers to buy from Chinese EV makers like BYD, XPeng, and NIO instead of Tesla. C. Trade barriers. Beijing could impose new tariffs on Tesla's exports from Giga Shanghai, making it harder to sell Teslas abroad. China might cut off Tesla's access to key raw materials like lithium and rare earth metals, essential for battery production. D. Political and legal actions. Chinese regulators could launch an antitrust investigation into Tesla. The government could delay or block new Tesla models from entering the Chinese market. In an extreme scenario, Tesla could be forced to divest from China, similar to how Trump pressured TikTok to sell its US operations. Is Musk's friendship with Trump a liability? Musk's growing political alliance with Trump might be a bigger problem than he realizes. If Beijing views Musk as an extension of Trump's policies, Tesla's Chinese business could be permanently jeopardized. Musk's influence in Washington, especially on AI, space, and EV policy, may be seen as a national security threat to China. Beijing might also punish Musk personally by restricting his other business ventures, such as Starlink and SpaceX, in Chinese airspace. Could Musk's loyalty to Trump ultimately cost him Tesla's access to China? If China clamps down on Tesla, the effects could ripple across the global economy. Tesla's stock could collapse, wiping out billions in market value. Other US companies, Apple, Boeing, Intel, could be next, facing similar retaliation from Beijing. Chinese EV brands could dominate the global market, filling the void left by a weakened Tesla. The US government might retaliate by banning Chinese EVs, escalating the trade war even further. What if China fully bans Tesla or forces Musk to exit the market? Tesla could be forced to relocate manufacturing to India or Southeast Asia, significantly raising costs. The US might impose severe restrictions on Chinese EV imports, effectively shutting out brands like BYD from the American market. A prolonged trade war could destabilize the entire global EV industry, slowing innovation and investment. Tesla is now caught in the crossfire of a political and economic battle between Trump and China. With Trump punishing China with tariffs, Beijing is looking for high-profile American targets to strike back against. Musk's alliance with Trump makes Tesla an even more attractive target for Chinese retaliation. If China cripples Tesla's operations, it could have devastating consequences for the global economy and the future of EVs. What do you
People, that's Yardman International blog, right? People, what we're facing here is serious. I'm going to see our leaders, I tell Jamaicans, say, get up, go farm. That's Yardman International. I just play a while ago about this Elon Musk thing and the danger where him and look pan right now with his business and his alliance with Trump. But hey, if he get more out of hanging around Trump than his personal business, hey, go for it. But right now, China have the handle many things around here. Yeah, because of, especially America, them love cheap labor. America love cheap stuff. And the glut for cheap stuff, make China get richer. I see somebody put in the comment section, say right now, this give BRICS, the BRICS country, can you imagine? They probably say, thank God. See there? Trump just gave BRICS a big boost. See the Carlin Barnes? Trump just gave BRICS a big boost. So think about it. They probably said to themselves, you see what I'm telling you about? I'm glad we started this because I know this was going to happen again. This was what we were afraid of. That's why we start this BRICS. Can you imagine them attack? Can you imagine the phone call? Can you imagine the group chat on WhatsApp? Between the leaders that were in a BRICS, I just read where Cuba joined BRICS, and them said there other country want to join BRICS also, people. Them tired of the economic policy of the US because they say, anyway, US lend money with the IMF, you play stagnant, you can't grow. That's why black country poor. So look how long we have borrowed money from IMF. But them have them foot on my head because if you need a refrigerator, them tell us you must buy one stove. And on the stove you need, but you need the fridge. And you borrow the money, but you have to come in my house, come tell me, say, buy one stove, but at the fridge, me need it now freeze. They must say buy stove. So in the IMF really not benefit in a certain way, people. And because we now look on the right thing and say, boy, self-reliance time now. Go right back to Marcus Garvey. Self-reliance time now, people. I tell you, see Canada there, them are huddled together. What you hear the Canadian, them say, let's buy Canada. Let's support Canada. We can do this, Canada. We are Canadian. Them are huddled together. So the patriotism in them are seep out. Everybody are joined together for their country. It's a national call for everybody to support their country. So in a time like this, it's no PNP, no labor right. In a Jamaica, them should be calling for the same unified effort. So we farm, so we don't hurt ourselves when them are elephant a trample earth. We are just ants. Them are people are giant. Canada, America, Mexico, giant place them there. What the hell we fall in all of this now? We are looking on the map and we are jaw, we are say, where do we fall into? I mean, where we fit in? What happened to we as Jamaicans? What happened to we? I mean, where we stand in all of this? Instead of sitting down and I wonder what might happen, the first thing you need to do is plant on your own goddamn food. You know why I say that? During the Big C, India refused to export grains. Remember? Because of food security. They did not know how long the Big C was going to last. So India refused to export their grains. You remember that, guys? Don't make these things. History was just did a day in the Big C. So don't forget these things. That India refused to let off them grains because them said they might keep it. Because we don't know how long this thing might last. They never wait and see how long the Big C gonna last. Or India take evasive action, preemptive action to prevent certain things. So Jamaica should have then know every politician, Labour Right and PNP, they should have go out there and tell the people themselves to farm. Jamaica people, don't sit down and wait and see what's gonna look here. We have a problem I face with right now, you know. Let me tell you what I face with. Now, Jamaicans are get deported. But you see this way I face this also? This is more dangerous. You understand me? But listen to me. You have Jamaicans are being deported back to Jamaica. There goes the person who used to send money to Jamaica. And like me say, and everybody will left from here and go back to Jamaica are criminal. Most immigrants who come here, so undocumented immigrants, they work very hard. Ask anybody, you know, undocumented and come a foreign, come sit down under a tree and let's say what list. Undocumented immigrants are foreign, they work hard, hold on, hold up a job, they work hard, they put in them time. You understand me, I say, people? So you have those, even though they're undocumented up here, so they used to send money to Jamaica, don't it? Every weekend, every month, every whatever. Undocumented immigrants talk to me and say they must send them pitney to college at Jamaica. They must pitney to high school and they must work hard. People call me and talk to me, you know, people. And say they have them undocumented, but they must pitney to college, pitney. You understand me? So imagine if you get dipped back to Jamaica, there goes your pitney to college and high school. There goes the money we used to send, go foreign, go take care of Jamaica, go take care of family and your friend. So that money is not coming to remittance anymore. So therefore, all them people go down on plane, boom. That's a deficit right there. That is just one thing. What about the larger number of Jamaicans who have to be in hiding? You cannot show up at your job Monday morning. You've been at that job for years. It is that job make you start build a house at Jamaica. It is that job make you send your kids them go to school and college in Jamaica. It is that job make you take care of your mother in Jamaica. It is that job that keep the roof over your head in America and pay for your car. So what happened to these Jamaicans where cannot come to work? Them there, you know. Don't forget them. They are here and they know so them can't come out go work because ICE might come anytime. And if they're not going to work, what gonna happen? Some of them might do a little hustle here and there. Because you know Jamaica always a try. Even though them can't get the job, they, well, you know, this little old lady wants somebody to take care of her and maybe get a little 2 days a week. That's how you go. So therefore, the income gonna be dwindling. Jamaicans overseas, even though they don't get deported yet, but them cannot do what we used to do first time. People have been hiding, you can't come on your work. There are those you're going to see get sent back to Jamaica in them work clothes. Left them car in the parking lot. ICE gone, the ICE not busy with you and your car. They might take you left your car in the parking lot. Your house full of clothes and sitting. You have pop barrel. You have the second barrel almost finish the pack for go Jamaica in your apartment. Then go and get deported to Jamaica. You nice clothes them in the apartment where you have a person. You have all money hiding there because you don't have money go bank. You have all money stashed off in there and ice grab you. Carry go Jamaica in the work clothes. Where you work down at the bakery in there. You work at the restaurant in there. I saw them come say you go to Jamaica in there. You tell them I say, top of me yard, let me pick up our clothes. It's rough people, rough time we are got through. So we have that to face. The deficit in money going to Jamaica through remittance. That's a big hole right there. I want you guys to pay attention to that. So now couple up that with Wagwan and now with the big elephant in the room. Where we fall all of these people. We don't see weakness. We don't see, problem at aisle 6. We don't see that people. We don't see it. I know if the politician them wait until everything tumble down before them start. Wake the town and tell the people, who no go farm. We have land out there, the least we could have do, I go farm Jamaica. Nobody wait until the stuff start trickling. Trump can say, well, look here, me stop export stuff. Right? Because I want it from my people. American stuff, rare. I don't know. Anything, any game can play in this brother head. We don't know. But like I say, when elephant play, we could get out of them way. How you get out of the way? You prepare better. You prepare better. When elephant fight, you get out of the way. You go prepare better. The leaders, both Liberty and PNP, should have telling people them say, go farm. Jamaica, the only way we're gonna survive, go farm. Me I tell you right now, say when a family over here can't go work Monday morning. Me I tell Uno right here, sir. Say enough of the family member over here cannot show up at their job with them in for years Monday morning. They can't show up there. Why? Because of the new immigration law under this brother right here, sir. So them can't go to the bakery. They can't go to the restaurant. What them gonna work? Employers afraid to hire them. Somebody will take a little chance, might hire you here, there, and them have a structural, solid stuff. And maybe tell illegal immigrants work harder foreign. Me not ask a question. The one that when I walk up here, and the one that will have documents and something, so them believe say, them Uncle Sam. There are Jamaicans up here who not make no good of them life. They're not busy about nothing. They think that them live and them born and them grow and they not think about Jamaica. Most of those type of Jamaicans are the one that with them documents. But you see the one that will come up here illegal? Them hungry. Them hungry because them make here while the sun shines, because any day the bell can ring. Them hungry. So I tell you no. The ones that I run across, they're working hard. They can't go bakery tomorrow morning. And look man down the road, we hire them down a little printing shop. You know want them in there. Because if the feds find out say I hire certain type of people, I never run through the E-Verify system. I trouble upon the man who hire you. Employer have trouble. So therefore, employer don't want to touch people don't document with a long foot pole. So the man will might take a chance upon you and say, boy, I know say I good youth, you know. John, no. You know what? Me, I don't want building, you know. Me want to paint out in the inside. Just come with me. You just stay in the inside. Then have to come in the house, you just paint. There are some people give you a break like that. Take a chance. Yeah, man, just stay in the house, man, and paint. Me bring all the paint. Don't worry, you don't have to come out until me come for you in the evening. Me bring everything for your lunch, water, right there. So just stay in here, you know, man. Remember, don't come out, you know. Because I know nobody call ice. All right, boss. Me now come out. You call a family of Jamaica and say, boy, you know, say, God good, you know. Guess what, this man me there, yard, and me see, my old friend asked me, because I know my situation. I say, man, look a painting job, if you give me. I say, boy, God no, because me can't pay my rent. Me don't even know, because the landlord I say, 3-day rent or quit. And this is not Jamaica, you know, people. A 3-day pay rent or quit. This is not Jamaica. Life harder than my place. You know, because Jamaica can sweeten up landlord or take too big bad out in their years and all them things there. No. It's things in a writing at my place. In writing. You come see something on the door. 3 days, pay rent or quit. Everybody will ever know what that is. 3 days, pay rent or quit. You know what that is. You sleep on your car. You see, if you're in a car, pray to God you know somebody will have a coach that will take a chance with your illegal ass too. Because some people don't want to be bothered. Some people, I'm telling you, it's not a pretty day for your loved ones over here. Many of them are going through exactly what I'm saying right now. Because if you can't go to work Monday morning, from the brother come in at power and say, boy, immigration, ICE. How long that now? See, I thought we are going a couple of weeks now where people can't work. Because you don't know when they might barge in at the bakery or in the restaurant. But I run a back, I work, you know. I mean, that dishes, I wash, up front. They will come in there. They will look all at the garbage pan for man. Stay there. Serious time in Jamaica, people. So, while we have faced this over here, so the brother and sister face this abroad, what could I do to help you out over here, so? It's farm. Come on in the call when I say when I have the money, you know. Can't say me never tell you, say, help I and I to help you out. Help yourself. Start farming, Jamaican people. Farming. Go raise some chicken. Do something. Do something. Them elephant here ramp. And if we go sit down and wonder wagwan, when them are going to stop. That's why I sit down and bush and wait. And when them are stop, we are going about with business, go start build up a shelter. When if you go about with business, go build up a shelter before rain start fall. Are we going to stand up and watch these elephant fight? And I said to myself, I want them to stop fight. Make we sit down and wait upon them and look upon them. I think we need to mind our own business and figure out ourselves. Don't it? Pay attention to the rumbling, because I mean, the vibration is something we can't go on like so we're not here. But anyway, people, may I go through. Thank you for watching this video, gentle people. Let me play what Trump say again, because it's very serious when he tweet, you know. Like he want annex, he want take away the land over there in Canada. A war argument, them, you know.
In one post, Donald Trump said that there will be pain in America. Yes, maybe not, but it will be worth the price that will have to be paid by Americans.
So the president has said there will be pain in America. Yes. So I know we're gonna come. Cause I saw when Elon Trump also want, you know. I them think they him tweeting and want America to face pain. Man are rich enough people. Man are not short at nothing. Jaja.
In one post, Donald Trump said that there will be pain in America. Yes, maybe not, but it will be worth the price that will have to be paid by Americans in the form of suffering, he says. And then second, Donald Trump says that the tariffs will remain in place until Canada is annexed and becomes the 51st state of the United States of America. So for anyone who thought, oh, he's just saying that, he's just joking, no. He's trying to impose economic warfare on our once closest ally, Canada, to make them submit so that he can try to annex it the way Putin annexes countries or goes to war with them.
So, I'm going to keep the tariff on until him annex him, take away Canada, I take away, him plan to take away. I don't understand this, you know. I mean, I wonder, hey, whoa, la, 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 la. I'm just here to bring the news to you guys, because sometimes we are asleep. I have to wake you guys up with international news, so you guys know what go on. And all me I say, we no go farm. Don't farm fat, go and farm the soil. Thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Jamaican Carlos, people. Share this if you don't think somebody to hear this. This is a serious argument. I'm out.
We are here this morning, my friends, as an unlikely group with leaders from across the political spectrum who've come together with cultural leaders, artists, academics, athletes, labor activists, and indigenous militant activists. We represent the incredible regions of our beautiful country, and we are here for one reason. Our nation, our beloved Canada, is under threat. It is an economic threat, but it's also a threat to our values of decency and inclusion. It's a threat to our sovereignty and our very future as a nation. The threat comes, of course, from the President of the United States, a convicted felon, a known predator. He's threatening massive tariffs to try and break us as a people. But the threat is also being driven by the hate algorithms of the oligarchs like Elon Musk. And there is the threat from people in our own country who would sell out our birthright to appease the gangster class from Mar-a-Lago. That is not going to happen.
Ultimately, the steps that the president is taking against Canada, contemplating, I guess, as well against Mexico, China, others, and threatening the world are going to rebound negatively on the United States. They're going to hit growth. They're going to move up inflation. They're going to raise interest rates. They're going to damage the U.S.'s reputation around the world. I mean, let's be absolutely clear. This is the second time in less than 10 years, less than 8 years, that the United States has, in effect, ripped up a trade agreement with its closest trading partner that it negotiated in good faith.
And we have Plan A, Plan B, Plan C for what the United States government decides. Now, it is very important for the people of Mexico to know that we will always defend the dignity of our people, that we will always go to defend the respect for our sovereignty and the dialogue as equals, as we have always mentioned, without subordination. We will wait, as I have always said, with a cool head, making decisions. We are prepared and maintain this dialogue. Today, the Secretary of Economy is here because it is important to remember the implications it could have. And impose tariffs for the economy of the United States, mainly for the trade agreement of the three countries. For the three countries, for our peoples, but particularly for the economy of the United States.
As President Trump stated yesterday, he is still committed to placing tariffs on Canada starting as early as tomorrow, possibly. Now, we don't know precisely what that could look like, but I do know two things. First, if the president does choose to implement any tariffs against Canada, we're ready with a response. A purposeful, forceful, but reasonable, immediate response. We won't relent until tariffs are removed, and of course, everything is on the table. Part of what this council has been doing is pulling together perspectives from across industries, from across different parts of the country, to make sure that anything we do will be fair right across the country, that all Canadians will share in the job of standing up for our interests and, quite frankly, standing up to defend the most successful trading relationship in the world. Of course, I won't sugarcoat it. Our nation could be facing difficult times in the coming days and weeks.
Horrific. Charlie Angus, a member of Parliament in Canada, says the following. Message to the grifter king from Canada. And it's a quote from Winston Churchill. We will have no parley with you or the grisly gang who work your wicked will. You do your worst and we will do our best. We do not expect to hit without being hit back, and we intend with every week that passes to hit harder. Charlie Angus also says, Canada is ready, we will fight. I thank the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, for his powerful statement in response to the thuggish attacks by Trump. We are unified as a nation. Our American cousins are divided. We will kick at the darkness until it bleeds daylight. In one post, Donald Trump said that there will be pain in America. Yes, maybe not, but it will be worth the price that will have to be paid by Americans in the form of suffering, he says. And then second, Donald Trump says that the tariffs will remain in place until Canada is annexed and becomes the 51st state of the United States of America. So for anyone who thought, oh, he's just saying that, he's just joking, no. He's trying to impose economic warfare on our once closest ally, Canada, to make them submit so that he can try to annex it the way Putin annexes countries or goes to war with them.
The PNP only argue about how the pie share up, how the cake cut up, but they don't know how to make the pie grow bigger. They don't come to you on the platform and tell you how they are going to create an economy for Portland for which you can benefit and your life can change. They don't give you a vision for the future that shows you how you are going to be better off. They don't come to you and tell you how they're going to use the natural assets that you have to create wealth for you. They don't tell you that. All they come and do is talk about me and tell lie for me and tell all kind of lies.
Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't pull me again. Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, me say we eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, them money, waste my most man to start you. Say we like a catch you, but they got in a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above him, no him, I got to too much. It in the kitchen, some of my like a pot too. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me
300% free.
It burn me
garbage pile up the day.
It burn me
give the teacher them raise.
It burn me
I see corruption please.
It burn me
mash down the people them house.
It burn me
every day appear arms out.
It burn me
appear money them a thief.
It burn me
and them a sell out the beach.
Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.